Spider-Man is going back to the Marvel Universe. Thank fucking God, because Sony doesn't know what the fuck to do with you, the amazing Spider-Man. So I'm happy about this news, like anybody out there that gives a fuck about the web slinger, considering that okay, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, really didn't dig them all that much, especially when I take into account the original Spider-Man movies that came out in the early 2000s. The first two, we already know what the fuck happened with the third one, but the first two were fucking juggernauts. Not like the juggernaut bitch, but I mean just juggernauts of monumental proportions whenever it comes to superhero movies. They were fucking amazing in so many damn ways, and I'm hoping that this news ends up stirring up a whole bunch of Spider-Man memes, because I enjoy Spider-Man memes. Like, I have the weirdest boner right now, and, you know, everybody has interesting social lives, and I'm just sitting here masturbating. Those kind of ones, everybody, oh, look at all the fucks I don't give, look, I'm falling from the sky, does me, fuck you know what I'm talking about. So anyhow, this news ended up coming about, and this is interesting for a ton of different reasons. Okay. To begin with, we've wanted to see Marvel Studios be able to go and reclaim all of its properties, because it doesn't actually have everything under its own umbrella. We already know that Marvel ended up getting scooped up by Disney, but a lot of its license and properties have been all over the place prior to their own movie studios suddenly doing very fucking well. And Spider-Man is one of the biggest superheroes out there. For me personally, Spider-Man and X-Men have always been top-notch shit. So I'm happy to hear that Sony's going to be working in conjunction with Marvel. Marvel's going to be taking care of pretty much creating everything. So that much has me at ease, completely. It's rumored right now that he'll end up showing up in Captain America: Civil War. And I'm not all that big of a Captain America fan, truth be told, and I guess it could work, but if I had to go and make my pick, I'd make him show up in Avengers somehow, though Avengers is already so far along in production, I don't know exactly how they go about it, other than having them, like, in the credits or some shit. Or they're working on Deadpool movie, and anytime that I've seen a comic or a graphic novel that's contained Deadpool and Spider-Man, it has worked so fucking well. It's always been funny and entertaining and amusing and made me happy, smiling fucking from ear to ear, big old web slinger fucking smile and stuff. But that could work a whole bunch, but you want to put Spider-Man at top tier shit. Not to say that Deadpool isn't going to be top tier shit, but you want it to get the biggest reaction. You want it to be in something as big as the Avengers is. Makes a ton of sense, right? Now, one of the reasons that this deal is kind of interesting is because Sony, as we know, at least Sony Entertainment Industries, has been going through so much insane shit. All of 2014, they had the entire breach of security and the whole entire hack. They have a bunch of lawsuits from individuals who have worked with the company or for the company. Because of that breach of security, tons of personal information from emails to addresses, phone numbers, everything got leaked. So they were getting lawsuits from there. They have a bunch of people that were quitting. And there was just so much shit. And, you know, everything pretty much just kind of went to hell in a handbasket. So I'm kind of surprised that they're not trying to keep closer tabs on a property like this, since Spider-Man for them is a big-time moneymaker. You know, in general, they're not going to be giving that up, because this makes them hundreds of millions of dollars globally anytime that one of the movies comes out. Even when they're not all that great, it's still netting them hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, if they were absolutely desperate financially, then I can see them foregoing the franchise and license and everything to have to do with it. But I guess this could work, you know, very well for them. Ultimately, at the end of the day, fans just want to see a very good movie. They want to see the properties be done right. Me, personally, what I would really like, because since we're going to see him show up in the Marvel Universe, but we're also going to see characters from the Marvel Universe show up in future Spider-Man movies. Downside to this is apparently we're going to have another reboot. All I can say about this is, please do this. Please do not retell the fucking origin story of Spider-Man for the upteenth time. We do not need this shit. Everybody fucking knows. What, 2002 was the first time that we got to see, like, big-time Spider-Man movie. We do not need it for a third time. Please, for the love of fucking everything in superhero-dom, do not do it. Don't need it. It's a waste of an entire movie. We already fucking get the gist of it. Just jump right into it. That's all I can say. if you want to do something that I personally think would be able to set the foundation for having an even more expanded universe than they already have right now, it's tell the actual symbiote story. I would love to see that done properly. So then Venom could go and get his own movie, so we could have Carnage brought in. Everything about that would work really, really well. And not new Venom, because the newer Venom comics and just Venom in general is just so fucking weird, and he's running around as like a mercenary, and then they have him all big like the fucking Hulk looking shit, and I just want crazy, awesome, scary looking Venom, you know, Todd McFarlane design with the big fucking teeth and muscles, and it's just like nightmarish. That's the Venom that I want to see. Oh man, that would be awesome. Talking with like a real gravelly, scary sounding voice and shit, that's what I want to see. And then an insane psychotic Carnage coming in and just mass chaos, everything about it, and I think that would set up for a very good couple of movies just by itself, and then they could have their own spin-offs, and imagine all the Marvel characters that you could bring into that, and then the characters from that can go into the Marvel universe. We just want to see really good movies. I trust Marvel in general to do an extremely good job with things, because at the end, it's just, you have to understand something, that Spider-Man is fucking awesome. I've loved Spider-Man since I was a kid. You know, I got to grow up on everything Spider-Man. I got to read the comics whenever I was younger. I got to go and watch the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. I even watched some of the cartoons after that, though I definitely don't think that they were nearly as good. But point being, Spider-Man X-Men have always been number one from the Marvel Universe, at least for me personally. You know, I always like Ghost Rider. I wish they would do Ghost Rider right. That's another thing that's always fucking with me. But this could actually do very well, and it's interesting to think about. If you go through the history in the news of everything that's ever happened with the Spider-Man license in movies, this shit has been a clusterfuck since the mid-'80s, and that's not even a joke. Most people don't even realize it, but it's changed hands so many times, a bunch of legal battles just surrounding it, and then you have something like this happening, and it's just another chapter in the ongoing saga of Spider-Man in movies. And it's kind of crazy, but at the very least, this chapter seems to be one of the best ones, because this has the best opportunity to be the Spider-Man movie that we all really need, that we've wanted to see since, you know, the 2000-something movies. You know, we're now in 2015. When will an actual Spider-Man movie end up happening? Well, probably not until like 2000... I don't know, 17, 16, some shit like that. They have their own little calendar for the releases of all these movies. I mean, there's so fucking many coming out. You know, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, the Avengers, just tons of shit is coming out. It's always fucking insane. But I want to see a proper Spider-Man movie. I do want to see him run around the Avengers the most, though, because I think that he'd fit in so well into that universe, and it would just be really cool. And especially considering they're taking on some big-time heavy hitters now in that, and I really can't wait for Avengers 2, by the way. That fucking trailer. Ugh. But anyhow, it's all good news. That's how I take away from it, minus the fact that we're getting another reboot, but they could do the reboot right, assuming that they avoid the origin story and just go right into it. As for casting and characters and villains and all that, just let your imaginations run. I don't know who the fuck I'd pick. I don't know if they're going to be sticking with the cast and crew that they had from The Amazing Spider-Man and going with this, or if they just want to avoid that outright, but if they do, that will be confusing to people. Should anybody really give a fuck? Because, I mean, they've recasted how many characters numerous different times in tons of superhero movies? How many fucking Batmans have there been? Or Batmen? Or whatever the fuck we're going to call it, you know? It's just, we just want a good movie. There you go. That's really about it. It's not like a case where it's Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, because I can't even see somebody else being Iron Man. I swear to God, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man in real life. Motherfucker is Tony Stark. That shit makes sense. So anyhow, good news is good news. Makes me fucking happy. Opinions, thoughts, feelings, and just thip. I'm trying to Spider-Man my way out of this. Web swing. Marvel versus Capcom type shit. Fuck it. Anyway, this is AlphaomegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, and comic book fans. Game the fuck on. And read comics or die. Because, you know, my comic book videos. Yeah.